Alrighty, welcome back. Looks like everything's coming through. Make sure my mic is picking up clear enough. Get a little bit closer. Okay, looks like the bandwidth on the stream is okay. Alright. So last session was hanging out with Nazareth, and we did a guide session, sort of RPing his character. Helped me out as like an apprentice, doing just some... Oops. Oh, it's because I need to claim the ship. And we went and did Onyx, and we got wiped, and it was just getting too late.
Vehicle retrieval system.
Oh, still at S4B7. It's stored there. It has all my loot on board. How can I get there? Because it'll be bricked. But
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
But if it's bricked, I should still be able to retrieve it? Hey, Mount Center 07, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
I wonder, because I don't have another ship.
Visit us again. Goodbye.
I would like to get the inventory that's aboard that ship.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
I didn't have a lot on it, if I remember correctly, but I did have some stuff. I guess we're just gonna have to claim it and see.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval. Vehicle selected. Vehicle selected.
Oh, I guess it's gone then.
Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the... Please visit us again.
I really wish the hand mining mission, like, I wish I could sell the gems, hand minables, because that's one of the big problems is I can't, even on my main character, I can't sell any of those. And so I don't know if that is broken for everybody across the game, or if I just have really bad luck between my two characters. Okay, got the Geo. The good thing is I've got a full Aerial medium set now, so everything's all matchy-matchy, it all looks good. I've got some extra guns now. But I got all these hand minables that I can't sell to turn in Shubin missions because that part of the game is broken. What's in here? Yep. A whole bunch of them. Ooh, what I need to do is relocate to the refinery station. I think it's, yeah, I've got an idea of what I'm gonna do. I think we're gonna pack up and move, so let's what we need to do. So I have a fabricator, but it is here, and I can't fit it into my cutter because it's the Expedition or the Rambler. So I need to make her L1 my home station, so that way I can bring stuff there, disassemble it, and then sell things, because I've got, you know, like, if I find ship components, I can disassemble and sell those and make extra money doing that. So that's what we're going to do. Before we do anything tonight, we're going to I'll go buy another container. And we're going to pack up and move to, I think that was Shallow Fields, and then we'll probably do some delivery missions to maybe some distribution centers. We'll see if we can snag some more components in order to disassemble those, as well as get some more loot. See if we can chain some of those things together. I'm at least happy with the appearance of my character now, and like everything I'm wearing I got from looting. I haven't spent any money on gear, because I gotta save that money. Gotta make sure I take care of Mom. I'm hoping I can loot a Cambio at some point, as well as a max lift. I had one at one point, but then I lost it because I died, or a ship crashed. I forget what container. We'll buy another one of these. I wonder if there's anything that I can sell in my inventory. I have to go look real quick. I don't think so, but we'll check. Let's see, where... Must be upstairs. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, see, so none of these things it lets me sell anywhere, although it gives me a different error if I'm selling it at a commodity terminal at a station versus at an outpost. So, let's see what happens. Yep, see, this is the error I get on my main character. Okay, so I'll just have to bring all that with me. Hopefully that'll be fixed with 4.10, but I had heard that bug was still in 4.10, so I don't know if they've since gotten it patched in PTU. I need to make sure I set my regen to the clinic at the new station. So move to elevator and containers. Oh. Move to elevator. Alright, so still got plenty of room in there. So let's go to commodity. Nope, that's not it. Huh. Okay. Elevator. Put all the gems and harvestables in one container, I think. We'll see how much room we have left and what else we can put in there. Alright, still plenty of room, so let's grab this component and all the multi-tools I've collected for whatever reason. Apparently I just go through a lot of those, all the attachments. Oh. Ah, no. I didn't mean to. Dang it. I hate how it makes you start over. This one. Ah, dang it. Still a lot of room. Okay, so what about... Let's move that component over. We'll go on the empty one. No! Damn it. Ah. Damn it. You lied to me. Actually, what I'll do... Sweet, that worked. Okay. Alright, this is gonna be snug. Hopefully we don't have any issues in transit, but I'd like to make it in one trip if at all possible. And once I can make enough money to get that clipper, the making extra money by looting components and stuff will grow exponentially just by having so much more space. Okay, there is a container in there. Okay, so I have an extra. We'll bring this inside here. Put it right there on the kitchen table. Excuse you. Simmer down there, Bucks. And so yeah, each distribution center, I'm assuming it's broken and that's why there isn't loot at, let's see, how am I going to get this in here? Need to rotate it this way, but there's no loot in the exteriors of the distribution centers, but there is loot in the interior and a lot of it. This is totally safe, completely safe. Nothing. Here, we'll just rotate it, and it's going to block the bathroom door, but it's a short trip, so hopefully I won't need it. Hey, Zero to Midland. Well, there's no boxes in the exterior. In the interior, there's a crap ton of loot, and in the interior, there's always 3 components. They're usually, you know, a varying types, all C grade, but it'll be 2 size 2 and 1 size 3, and that's what that 1 size 2 component is right there, or size 3 component is. Alrighty. So we got everything in there. Let's hope that we don't have any issues in quantum travel, but it's all you can do until there's new quantum travel. And it's this guy. There we go. I learned that keybind. I'm pretty sure this is where I left. Okay, why did it not let me do it to the other one? Huh. Personnel 1, Green Glade. Maybe I'll just do a quick hop and then see what it lets me do routing wise. Hey, Danger Hobo, what's 7, buddy? How you doing? Zero to Midland, they shouldn't be hostile. I've only had the interior at one of them be hostile to me, and that was a Hurston one. And the Hurston ones have been hostile to me every time I've gone, even if I had a mission taking me there. The other ones have all been fine. And when I say the interior, I mean the downstairs portion where all the cargo stuff is. If that's what the... Hey, Naz, what's up, buddy? If I'm explaining that accurately. There we go. Now it's gonna let me. I did, yeah, from Figwig, river guy. And he was very diplomatic about his answers, given how salty some of the people were in the comments, which was just silly, you know. But, yeah, it is very promising and exciting to hear. It's good to hear that he's also, that they're very focused on performance and everything, making things work really well. You know, I'm excited to see it. You know, the state of it, you know, the way you sort of hinted at it, sounds like, you know, we're not far off. How far off that means, who knows? You got all the Battaglia blueprints? I've been slowly grinding those repeatable missions on my main. Which I enjoy, but when I say slowly grinding them, because there's a lot of loot, and, you know, ooh, piece of candy, ooh, piece of candy. And I had such an awesome collection of CQ7s on my main before my account got borked the other week, and I lost the Carrion Crow. That was very sad. I've gotten some back, though. I even got I forget the name of it, but it's like a snow sort of white-ish one, and it matches the Morozov medic set that I wear on my main a lot. And I also was looting the other night, and I found a Morozov set that's like black or like dark slate and like a blood red. I predict CF repeaters will be in meta one day. Yeah. I'm with you, Naz. I think we are at a bare minimum tech preview. At a bare minimum tech preview, but we'll see. My thing is, I remain unconvinced that they can bring it, you know, the kicker will be, and I think this is how it can work, is that if they were going to bring in Planet Tech V5 with Nix 1 with thousands of POI, you know that everybody would be there. Like, the whole shard, you know, 90% of the shard is going to be on Nix 1, on and around Nix 1 when it drops. You know, I think that's sort of like a foregone conclusion. Now, that said, without, you know, if they have thousands of POI on, come on. If they have thousands of POI on that one planet and everybody is aboard that planet, the server that is running, the server within the mesh, the DGS, that is running Nix 1, that has authority over it, would just get absolutely slammed. Performance would be absolutely terrible and everything would be breaking. And so that's why I don't think... I think when Chris Roberts was talking about, getting dynamic in this year and getting, 1 to 2,000 players, I think they're talking about the very first iteration, sort of more simplified version of dynamic, that will allow them to split the shard into essentially 3 shards in one, and each star system is its own mesh with a replication layer and everything, and the quantum jump the jump transition to the jump point is what will divide the different meshes and allow for Nix to have 10 servers, and so they could essentially scale down the other 2 parts of the shard, Stanton and Pyro, scale them up and down from 10 servers to 1 while everybody's over in Nix, but then allow Nix to be like 3 servers are managing the rest of the Nix system, and the other 7 are managing Nix 1. The weapon racks on the Cutlass cargo grid are on the... that's why we think we're going to be getting them soon in terms of things you can buy and stuff. But they're on a Cutlass for the repeatable Battaglia missions. It's where you can... Didn't we do one the other night? Didn't I do one with you? Or was that... No. I do love the Morozov Terracotta. It's something shift is the Morozov. Apparently I don't have a fabricator here. That's okay, I can go buy one at the refinery. Okay, so select all, move to warehouse. Select all, move to warehouse. And move to warehouse. Okay, well, let's go buy a fabricator. And we are gonna bring... We're not gonna bring back up the Geo, and that means I need to move one of these boxes over for loot. Oh, and I need to grab that Geo box out of here. Go buy a fabricator really quick. I could have sworn I bought one. Maybe it's at the other station. That's okay. We do have a monthly report coming up, but unfortunately I won't be able to... I'm either going to do the podcast on... I don't know, maybe Friday or Saturday night. I'm not sure yet. Because I am going to do an episode to cover last week's Roadmap Roundup, the monthly report, as well as a segment on Squadron 42 and use of resources in order to poke the bear. Well, fine. I didn't want to do the podcast with you anyway, Naz. But yeah, I've got drill this weekend, just Saturday and Sunday during the day, and then on Monday we're leaving for like a week and a half long road trip. Probably about 5-6 days of it are going to be camping, and the rest is going to be visiting family in Reno. Oh. Don't forget to set my spawn.
Please, if sees Dr. Bullhands, a red striped shirt, red and white hat, and glasses. Could you please contact the front desk to let us know where you spotted them? Thanks. Security, please come to storage room 3, right?
Waldo? What about Waldo? Oh, I missed that. Looking forward to getting more of those and having them be sort of dynamic.
Management just wanted to make a general announcement.
Oh, I didn't hear the hat part.
We've been noticing leaks in processes.
Well, that's a funny Easter egg. I never noticed that. Huh. Funny CIG. Oh no, it's gonna put me under 1,000,000 UEC. That's alright. And I think a Clipper... I think a Clipper's like 3.3, 3.5 million UEC. So I want to get up to 4, so I have a little bit of a buffer. Can I go home now? I have projects to work on. No. You will stay. Continue to slave away. Danger Hober, do you ever stun the actives with your PT godliness? I will say that whenever we do an AFT, I'm always disappointed in everyone else. Yeah, I'm 42 years old and I out PT 99% of my company, and 99% of them are at least 1 if not 2 decades younger than me. All right, I'll bring the P4 AR with me. I'll just put it in the rack. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna bring up a container. Oh yeah, and the fab. And I had never seen this backpack, the sinkhole backpack. I don't know, it doesn't look like, it says it's a medium, but it seems like it's not a very big medium, although it looks big. Let's see, oh, fab. I do love this Strata. Once I get a full matching suit, of something Strata, I'll probably start wearing it. But for now, since most of my gameplay is sort of industry focused, you know, non-combat, I wear the aerial set. And I'm not going to break any of these down. I do like the look of the helmet, though. It's such a cool looking helmet. That's part of the reason I like the Strata set. I'm not going to break any of these down just because they give you hand mitables that I can't sell right now, but eventually that's the point of keeping all this stuff, is to break it down so I can sell the resources. Man, Naz, I wish I knew. I wish I could be more consistent, and then maybe I'd finally be able to reach a partner, but, you know, consistency is not something that is very accessible in my life these days. Sometimes it's better than others. Alright, so I've got a P4 AR. Only got the one magnet, so I'll get some more mags to store in here, just so I have that if I decide to go do anything crazy. But let's figure out what sort of work we can get into. Yeah. Oh, are you talking about your real life job, Naz? All right, let's see. Contracts, and let's see what's available. Seeing it, you won't make enough money, I don't think, scrapping the components to buy these things, and I need a salvage ship in order to do the bit. But you can actually get some decent components on some of those contracts. Let's see. So Mercenary, you can do the cargo retrievals, but I don't remember how much cargo. Yeah, I think these are too much cargo that I can't carry them. Delivery. I don't think I have enough that I can do the deliveries, but I can do couriers. So let's see if there's couriers I can stack that will take me to a DC in order to get some loot. An AI diss track. Okay, Sakura Sun Magnolia. Let's, you know what, I'm gonna try and go to Casio and see what happens when I go inside there. Just for grins this time. And we'll see. Oh. Take this one. And this one. And okay. And one of those was having me. I think I take this one because I'm delivering to Han. Oh. Oh. Why does it do that? See, it says lobby, but it doesn't tell you lobby where. You should know what lobby. Don't need an AI for that. How dare you? I'm extremely creative. Okay, well, we've got two. There, beef started. How dare you, sir? This is a 2954 Cutter Rambler. How dare you? Alright, now hopefully Hurston won't shoot me on sight. Even though I hate them, my character hates them. Because of what they did to my father. But that doesn't mean I won't take their credits. And anything else that isn't lying down, or isn't bolted down. Listen, I'm not a terrorist, alright? I'm a revolutionary. And more importantly, it's what I could afford with what was left from the settlement that Hurston gave me after their neglect killed my father. Greed. That pit-looking thing's kind of cool. And unfortunately, the way that it's sort of bugged, where there's no loot containers in the exterior of the distribution centers, I think that is why there's no loot at these fobs as well, because there used to be, and now everyone I've been to, there isn't. Whoops. We'll just run around real quick just to make sure, but I'm pretty positive that hasn't changed. Yeah, if there's gonna be anything, I would have seen some already. It'd be cool once I can start pressing some buttons. Why aren't these interactable? Let me push the buttons, see what happens. I haven't had any issues during my play sessions at all, during this free fly. I don't know if CIG fixed it or if it was related to what I did, or a combination of both, but I haven't been getting any of my 30K client disconnects at all, so that is now fixed, apparently. Which has been great because that caused me so many problems. That's why how my main got broken. Because I got a 30K client disconnect and crash protection failed at the same time. That borked my character, and so I had no mouse controls and very limited keyboard controls. It was a known bug that, as soon as crash protection failed, started happening to a lot of people. And of course it happened in my Idris, out in the middle of space, in Nyx, and I was not able to get back on the shard that my Idris was on. GTG is in got to go, Ness. If you do, no worries. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Have a good rest of your shift. I'll be on for a few hours at least. Have to go in this very specific spot. Ta-da! Okay, what's the other one? is I have to pick up and then take to Han. Yay, we're back over 1 million credits. Hopefully it'll actually take us over to... Oh, that's my box. Ha! Well, that worked out well. Alright, but before we go over to Han, we're going to stop by Casio and see what we can get. Because I want to see... It'll take me some time, but I want to at least see what components I can find. As well as maybe get a little bit more loot, some supplies, since after losing the last cutter, I'm short on basically survival stuff. Alright, let's go see what we can find here. See what ways we can give Hurston the shaft. Doing it a way that benefits me and my family, since they killed my father with their recklessness and their greed. Box, piece of candy. See? Lots of minerals, always minerals to find. And once those missions work, turn those in, and it's free, easy money. Got plenty of attachments and stuff now, so Dakari pods, revenants though. Those are good for turn-ins. Those actually work. Harvestables. It's the other thing people skip over on, especially if they're doing zero to hero type stuff. Huh. Someone been here recently? Somebody came in here and looted ahead of me? How dare! Rude. Oh, see? Trespassing. See, it's always Hurston. I've never had an issue with Sakura-san or... Ah! Ah! Hey! Hey! You jerks. They remember your dad, yeah. Hey, he's not an employee anymore. Your credentials have been, revoked. Because he died. Okay, so now we've tested that theory again. So we'll do this mission, but the next ones we do will go to Sakura-san or Kovalex. Because Sakura-san and Kovalex don't do that. And I don't know if it's a bug, and that's why they don't. Like, should they do that if you don't have a mission? But even with a mission that would like take me in there, I was trespassing. Whereas I've come to the DCs for Sakura-san and Kovalex without a mission and just waltzed right in. Remember your dad? I remember your dad. He was always causing problems. Couldn't just go along to get along. That's alright. When we get up to HDMS Han, I can loot that place. And at least it won't be for nothing. The Grey Cat place shoots you on Hurston too. I have not had that happen. Not on Hurston, not on Microtech. It's only ever been Hurston. I've also had Microtech. What is Microtech? Does Microtech have their own DCs? Or is it just... I don't remember now. Alright, so we gotta get out into space. Han's on Magda, I believe. A little bit of left pull in my stick. Well, after this one, we'll try Kovalex and see what happens, but I've done a lot of them in 4.9. And the only issue I've had has been with Hurston. I mean, it's kind of RP, I think. And given my character hates Hurston, you know, my character is part of the settlement that Hurston, you know, lost, you know, that cost them a fortune, you know, to pay the families of all those workers who were killed, you know, as well as is now costing them more due to having to comply with other, you know, oversight that the UEE is now demanding since they, you know, couldn't keep their proverbial noses clean. So of course they would know, you know, they'd probably have my name on a, you know, some sort of scanner thing. You know, as soon as he shows up, allow him to pick up the package, but he isn't allowed to come inside. He's a known troublemaker. I forget about like the political parties and what they stand for, you know, because some people were like trying to make out. I think it was Costin's party is like the hardcore, you know, pro. Excuse me, ship. What do you think you're doing? Please don't. I turned off the engines in order to not have that happen. Chill out. Good grief. But I think that's sort of like an extreme interpretation of what their platform is.
Hi.
A dummy helmet. Hi. Yeah, don't mind me. Yeah, you probably don't like Hurston any more than I do. I'm sticking you out here in the middle of frickin' nowhere. Man, this lonely outpost automated mining facility all by herself. You didn't see anything. Just keep looking the other way and everything will be fine. Yoshi Plague, some Cruise. Ooh, there we go. Let's see some more armor. Let's see what we get. There's some more stuff to disassemble once you can sell hand minables again. A little bit of free money and free stuff to turn in without having to, for Shubin contracts without having to actually mine it. Did I look in this one? I did, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, let's run this back to the ship. We got 2 more buildings to check. Lots of people carry like that up in Idaho. Idaho is like one of the highest gun ownership rates, if not the highest in the U.S. Yeah, I've only heard a little bit. That was about an hour and a half away from me, over in Twin Falls. Why did I do that? I don't know. What was that? Yeah. Why did you... I want that in there. Food and cruise in here. So I've checked these 2. Need to go over here. Check this one. Is there only 3 buildings at this location? It looks like it. I think. Oh, that's the part you're talking about. Okay. Lots of people do lots of weird stuff with their kit, that's for sure. Oh, there's another building. Yeah, and it's like you carry like that, like, or did he just happen to have that in the glove box and he, spun it on there as soon as he, heard gunfire or something? Like, I can't imagine he walks around with that, like, in a holster of some sort. Twin Falls is like that though. All right, we got those 2 contracts done. Didn't get much in the way of loot, so let's see what we can find next in terms of jobs. All right, and make sure there isn't any that are picking up here. That'd be too convenient. There's a whole bunch at Kovlex, though. Okay. Oh, junior level. God dang it. All right, we're just gonna take everything at Kovalex we can find. Except for if it takes us to a station. We don't want that. I don't want to be making extra jumps that I don't need to. Oh, here we go. Oh, God dang it. I hate that it does that. It's so annoying. Don't show it to me if it's not available. Gib new mission system. Ugh. Tissue samples to on-call area. I don't know what that is. Okay, I think that's 4 of them. I think that's enough. Let's see, what's our rep with FTL? Oh, so we're about to hit junior contractor. All right, let's see what happens. And I imagine, like, if you put a lot of rounds to that suppressor, it wouldn't, like, do you any favors for all that long. Like, it doesn't seem like it. I don't know. Did it for science? All right, pick up iron. What a Chad. Yeah. Okay. Be right back. I'm gonna go use the restroom. Okay. And I'm back. It's like the guy who packs a Desert Eagle to work every day. Yeah, not all that practical. One of these days, it's gonna happen. Oh, we're gonna run into some weather while we're here. Can't wait to see dynamic weather on planets. It's not coming with the first round of the Genesis tech, but I imagine it's not going to be too far behind. I love that effect, just passing through the clouds and then you're into open air. Alright, where does that have me picking up? Okay, it has me picking up upstairs. So we'll... I think what we'll do is we'll park up here, grab the package, and then park down here. And then we'll go inside and see if it's going to let me loot this time. Yeah. Super derp. I don't think there's any loot in these. Yeah, I think you have to go down into the tunnels to... Oops. Aha. Dang it, they're locked. Let's see. That's weird. Well, let me interact with the Gallant right there. Not that I want it, not my style, but let's see. No. We'll grab these mags, that'll help. Smoothie. Go check the executive suite real quick. Yeah, he, Danger Hobo, I'm sure he knows people. I got a buddy who's a TAC P over at Mountain Home, and yeah, if I ever needed help, you know, needed to call in some big guns. This environmental stuff to work, make me have to find the code and everything. More smoothies. Sure, I'll take it. Don't need a mining attachment. There we go. Sweet. PE4 mags. I need those. Do that. No. Let's leave that crate. Tiger's Claw. Hop in the Apache and get it done. Let's reposition. Go see if we can find some components and other good loot. You know what? I have no idea. Yeah, no idea if we can have bayonet lugs or not. That does seem like a stupid thing, you know. I'm okay with you having a gun just in case you need to shoot someone, but no, we're taking it too far if you want to stab them. That's just barbaric. Bottom of the sea bag. All right, let's see if they consider me trespassing. We haven't before. It's the mouse and the stick. Yeah, I couldn't get this far before without trespassing, so let's see what there is to find. You know what I never see in the loot containers anymore is, Pico Ball, sweet. Or service metal. I never see, the refills for the med pens. Or not the med pens, the med guns. I don't know if those accidentally got deleted from the loot table. I need a P6. P4. Water. Yeah, you never see those anymore. Interesting armor. It's usually a lot of light stuff, and I don't care at all. Yeah, I haven't looted one in forever, and you know, my main character is taking enough hits, even in heavy armor, where where my initial one that came in the gun is running a bit low. We're not going to loot everything. Check this one. We'll go check and see if there's some more minerals on that other side. We'll drop this stuff off real quick. Or around the sides. And then we'll go in and we'll sort of speed run for the components. Yeah, you'll definitely use a whole lot more of the gel in your paramed device if you're running light. Prota is one of the things that hasn't turned in. Backpack's full. Right. I have room. We got a little rain. Little showers going on. Light drizzle. Space share. Alright. Look at these. There. Excuse you, inventory. How about you do what I say? Well, that's weird. Put the... Why is everything rubber banding? What the hell is going on? I wonder if it will let me drink a smoothie. Something's borked. Don't know what it is, but something is definitely borked. Huh. Alright, let's try this again. This is one of those things that would be solved by Alt F4, but crash protection, I don't know if they ever got that working reliably. Yeah, it's has not been working reliably. I wonder if it would let me bedlock here. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, it doesn't let me bedlog in this armor because I can't see. It doesn't give me the icon. And I can't get out of the armor because it won't let me store stuff. Oh, well, there we go. It finally caught up. Hooray! Thank God. Sort of ammos. Pico ball onto the bed. Stay right there, Pico. Okay. All right, we're back in business. Although I still need to drink something. Let's see. Find ourselves a cruise. Okay, let's go back out. Find those components. Oh, really? I'll have to look into that. Yeah, whenever I find Picos and plushies, I always keep them because I like to just stuff them on the bed. Two components here, size 2 and the size 3. Size 3 is always right over here. And I think it's almost always size 3 Mercury. That's what I've got like every time. another one around here somewhere. I had to turn down the game audio because it's like it's practically deafening in here. I imagine it was a little bit loud for you guys. AI says a Pokeball is used as a rare turning ingredient in Wicklow's high-tier straightener recipe for the... Whoa, wow. Alright, well, good to know. I'll keep an eye out for those things. There's going to be so many repair handyman missions here in the future. No one here, so might as well come in and see what guns I can find. There's usually nothing I'm interested in, but... Oh, that's weird. They're broken. I can't interact with them. If I get down low. Nope. Just the mags, huh? That's a bummer. I don't know how that happened. I could have sworn there was a second component to be found, usually in this main area. But I don't remember where it normally spawns. So I'll have to look around. Oops. I want a mission that takes me through this door. I want to know what's on the other side. Matambus are good eating. I know that. All those tablets that you can but can't interact with. Things that are meant to be for missions, eventually they're going to mean something. Yeah, I did do a whole bunch after they dropped it. I did do a whole bunch of exploring of the tunnels, and things do seem to look and work better. But here we are. See, this hasn't happened to me where the dang I can't interact with the weapon racks. I can pick up the mags, but storing is unavailable. Why? Well, I can. It was saying, but why can't I interact with this gun? Oh, another Pico ball. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, the loot tables don't seem to do what they should. Let's say there's a lifeguard refill, but not paramed device refill. Or maybe it's in the middle section. I know where another one is, but I usually find two. Maybe I was just finding somebody's leavings, and that's why. Okay, well, let's just take this one back to the central hall. And go to the other side where you get the other one. Oh, holy shit, a raid! Thank you so much. Hold on, let's get you a shout out. Nomad's Waypoint, thanks so much for the raid, really appreciate it. How was your stream? What were you up to? Thanks for bringing your community on over. those of you who are just joining us, I'm Trio311. This is a Zero to Hero gameplay this evening. We're just doing some looting of a DC as well as some delivery courier missions. A little bit, I play the Zero to Hero in sort of a light RP manner. In that it guides my decisions and how I play the game. The character does have a backstory and all that. Ran TSGs all day. Nice. Awesome. Hoping to do more of that with... I've got a small little org that I founded in 4.8, which is probably not the best time to start an org. See, there's the component. Full stop. Yeah, 4.8 to 4.9 has not been super friendly to org gameplay, so I'm looking forward to getting back into doing that, but I'm waiting until 4.10 before I break out the Idris again and do anything along those lines. How did TSGs go? Did the game at least cooperate?
Part of the crew, part of the ship.
Hey, thanks so much for the follow.
Part of the crew, part of the ship. Part of the crew, part of the ship.
Could have sworn there's usually 3 components that can be found on a DC to loot. But maybe I'm just not getting lucky this time. I'm only getting 2, or maybe someone else already grabbed it. Wait, what was that thing? Government cartography. It's worn. Still looks good, though. Ooh, Pico. P8AR mags. They worked today with a little help. Did you guys have to do some finagling to get around things, or how big of a group? How big of a group were you running? A little bit of finagling. That always makes things interesting. When you have to get creative to sort of force the game to... Oh, wait, there it is. There it is. I knew there was another one. Dang it, they're smaller, though. I've usually found, like, size 2s, but whatever. Six to 8 from where so nice. What ships were you guys running? And did you take on the Mauler, or did you bounce once the Mauler showed up? Key cards weren't working. Elevator dude. Oh, yep. I have only had the that locked room inside open for me once, out of like 5 or 6 times that I've done it in live. Didn't bother doing it today. Yeah, I mean, it's a grind. That thing is tanky as fuck. But yeah, so those of you guys are coming in from Nomad's stream. I was gonna farm that for deadbolts. My name's Tree0311. I do Zero to Hero usually on Mondays. Wednesdays and Thursdays, or sorry, Wednesdays and Fridays are usually when I play with my main character. Try to do small group, stuff. Large group if I can get more people. And I am a veteran and a space dad, current member of the Army National Guard here in Idaho. But I'm always streaming for charity, always trying to raise an awareness for PTSD, and supporting a group called Stack Up, where they connect veterans and members of the military with video games and gaming communities to combat the effects of PTSD and being deployed and away from family and friends and support groups. I'm here playing, hanging out with you guys. This is, I always joke that this is sort of my therapy. But the Discord, I have a very active Discord, a lot of knowledgeable and fun nerds to hang out with in there. Always an open invite and such. Nope, stay up there. Stay. But I joke that this is my therapy, and it works for me, and helps me maintain good mental health. So I always, hope that I can help others like me with having better mental health through the power of gaming and community. So if that's something you're interested in, you can put !StackUp in chat to get the links to learn more about StackUp. If you're interested in donating to StackUp.org, you can put !charity in chat, and that'll give you the link to my charity drive for StackUp. And of course, drops, I forgot to put that in the description, but drops are enabled. So if you watch, that should count towards your drops if you don't have them already. And if you sub, and if you don't already have your Banu Gambling Cube thing, you can get it that way. Always appreciate the support. All right, now we need to go pick up some packages. Let's see. We got more packages to pick up for other contracts. Come on. That's fine. Like a glove. Push, push, push. Get over there in the corner. Eh. Danger I used to. Now that I'm not working, I don't donate all my monetization to Stack Up, because I use the money to cover the cost of the bot, the cost of boosting my Discord, stuff like that. And then anything extra is going into a fund right now, so that way I can order more patches, so I can have a stockpile to start a merch store with. Because I had a logo made for the org, and I'm going to have patches made for the org, really nice PVC patches, as well as I have a logo and patch design for my Zero to Hero. The Loot Goblin is the name of the cutter. And then I also have one for my Valkyrie, the dropship, the Vomit Comet. Yeah, no worries, man. You're good. Oh, let's see. Where are the other packages we need to pick up? So we've got our iron. We need to pick up some ammunition. So we'll pick up the ammunition crate. That's only a couple kilometers away. Never doubt tree. Unless you're my wife. Oops. Better close that door so we don't lose those components. All right, where's the ammunition crate? Zero to Midland, are you talking about the laser pointers or? I definitely don't find attachments very often in places, that's for sure. Let's see. All right, Pico, go hang out with the Pico ball. Right there. There you are. There you are. Settle in. That's a good spot for you. The Hornell watch. Yeah, I did spend a lot of time there. Oops, meant to drop those bags. Oh, the actual underbarrel flashlight is red? What? I did not know that that was a thing. Your checkout sheet? Are you talking about for like SIF, Danger Hobo? Ow. Fall through the planet. Oh, jeez. Door open. All right, let's find the next package to pick up. All right, copper. this gonna have me go back over the DC? It is, isn't it? Fly through the smoke. Papa, I got the black lung. Let's see. It's down over here on this side. Wash your salt pack with a checkout sheet in the pocket. Push. Get that up there. Oh, thanks. It's right there. Oh, never mind. It's not right there. Let's close the door just to be safe. Always close the door. Well, we didn't come in from this side the other time, so might as well loot any materials we can find. Don't mind me. I'm not just here stealing everything. Eventually, security is gonna like do stuff, and it'll be like in RPGs and everything, where they'll be like, "What are you doing? You know, hey, you're thieving." Try to cut off your hand and such. Pardon me. Yep. Still not letting me interact with those. That's an interesting bug. I have not run into that. Ooh. Finley. No, I didn't go to Sip at Horno. I went to, there was one at, was it Pulgus that I went to? Where was Recon at? That's where I had to go. Recon Battalion. Can't remember now. Stone skin helmet. Okay. Not finding anything else good, so let's just grab these materials and run in and grab that box. San Onofre. Yep, there we go. That sounds right. Okay, let's go get that box. And I don't think there's another room on this side that has a component in it, but we'll just check while we're running through here to make sure. Oh, look, another component. Bingo. Size 2. Money, 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 money. Let's leave that right there. So there's one of these rooms on either side. Oh, there we go. And another component. We are in luck. So we'll have two size 2s, 2 size 1s, and a size 3, I believe. And we can drop off and melt, and I can sell those materials, and I think it should net me a decent amount of cash. Just have to not screw this all up. Need one of those hover cart things. Or hover sled, or whatever you want to call it. Hover trolley. There we go. Yeah, what happened to those? Kept crashing the server due to physics calculation. Isn't that just a Star Citizen thing? Huh. Well, while we're in here, we'll make sure there isn't another crate to pick up. Oh, they're in there. Well, just gonna have to make multiple trips. Yeah, at least they made the right call. Hopefully they'll get back to refactoring those at some point so we can use them. Because it sure would be handy for a whole lot of stuff. Did they, Zero to Midland, do you remember, did they bring those in, was that before 4.0 or after? Because that's definitely a tool that we need. Because you could put a lot of crates on those, and for doing DCs and stuff, like... Yeah, it makes me wonder if, like, bringing them in, you know, refactoring how they interact with the server and do their physics calculations, you know, they would be able to function in a post 4.0 environment, you know, even without dynamic server meshing. Yeah, the intro, but that sounds about right. The chair that could shrink you. Talk about an interesting bug. Like, you can't make that shit up. Yeah, it sure was an entertaining one, that's for sure. Talk about some good clips to watch and crazy stuff. Alright, so we need to grab the tissue samples and that component, and then we can be on our merry way. A probe? Probably just took somebody's probe for a different mission. Because then you could wheel a cart in here, you could stack like 12 delivery contracts onto it, you know, along with a crate of stuff for you for looting. You know, obviously you won't be able to loot like this forever, but man, I did all the yard. We've had really bad smoke here in the Boise Treasure Valley for like a couple weeks now because of these fires over in eastern Oregon. Yeah, Honey, I Shrunk the Citizen. And I've been putting off doing the yard work because the smoke's been so bad. And the smoke is a little better yesterday, and we had a cold front come through, so it's been the weather. Really nice, and so I took the dog for a run. And then took care of the yard work and everything, which took hours, and I'm still not even done. I still have to edge and weed eat and blow everything off in the backyard, but at least I finished mowing the grass. But all that, even with the smoke being a little bit better, it's just like I'm still hacking and my throat's sore, my chest is sore, and I have to do the yard work. I have to finish it tomorrow afternoon, but at least it's cool. Like I can hear rain for a split second as you go through that transition. Not all the physics got fixed. But it is better. I haven't fallen through anything since I've been here. Mantling has worked correctly. The performance has been better. So it seems like every single one of those door types, you get a split second of hearing the outside weather. Oh no! Oh, Zero to Midland, I'm so sorry. Oh, fuck. Yeah, the crash protection not working right now is absolutely just murder. And I've been so lucky that, you know, at least with crash protection breaking, like, my connection to the game has been stable. Hey, where do you think you're going? No, sir. You are mine now. You are my free stolen component. Nope. Here, what if you sit up there? Alright, so where do I need to deliver these things? Okay, that one's far. Do I have anything that's close? Oh, that one's far as well. Okay. I think they're both at the same. The top two at the same location. That one's still far away, but a completely different location. Alright, looks like 3 go to one spot and 1 goes to a different. Alright, so we'll just go there, wherever this is. Yeah, and I mean they'll get it fixed. You know, I haven't been following along to see if it's working in 410, but you know, it's one of those things we've, you know, it really hasn't been that long that we've had it, but now that we have it, you know, you can't live without it. Yeah, I'm surprised that crash protection hasn't broken before. But, I mean, in all honesty, we haven't had it for that long. Oh, it's taking me to Sakura Sun. And having crash protection not be reliable in 4.9, has definitely changed the way I've been doing things, making more stops to unload, and like I haven't had a single 30K client disconnect in the last week or so, so I think that bug, that thing was fixed, by a combination of probably most likely what CIG was doing, because I've noticed something in the patch notes about it, but it also could have been a factor of, what I did, and either way, that's working. And I almost never get game crashes where and I don't know if that has to do with my build, and the way I take care of my computer and stuff, or the fact that I don't run a whole bunch of extra stuff that I know some people do. I keep my machine pretty clean. But, in terms of the game crashing, that doesn't happen to me very often, and hasn't for a very long time. But, with those 30,000 error client disconnects, that was hosing me bad for a while. Like, basically this whole year. And it had been getting worse. I hope when they bring in like engineering locations, like there'll be jobs not just at this main part of the hub of the distribution center, but at all those other outlying parts of the structure, parts of the whole thing. I'm gonna be able to grab some more components since I'm already here. I don't know how many I'm going to be able to fit. We'll put as many in as we can. Yeah, Zero to Middle, I don't know where that came along. Yeah, don't just empty out the box and everything and dump it on the ground. Let's see, which iron? Okay, so is it? No. Nope. Here we go. A dumper. What a name. All right. On-call area, security compound. Okay. Ooh, a Pontius, I don't know. Ah! Who's shooting? Why are they shooting? What's going on here? I have a mission. I'm supposed to be here. I'm not stealing this. This is part of the job, I swear. It's always worrisome when that happens. What are you all active for? You're not pissed off? I wonder if another player like somehow activated it or something, or...
I lost eyes on him.
Oh, there.
Someone's up.
See, there's a player. And the NPCs are engaging them. Or was that another NPC? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it was a player because they started tracking him.
How the hell did they get away? Some more cover.
Am I going to be able to squeeze this in somehow? Come on, we can make it fit. This has got to be worth a whole bunch of materials. Jam it in there. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We just need to... Here, what tissue samples? Is it this guy? No, that's ammunition. It's the medical supplies, the tissue samples. Okay, once we get these up off the ground. It's gonna fit perfectly, I can tell. And close it. See what happens. Uh-oh. It's probably fine, right? It's probably not hurting the ship. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need to get to the cockpit. Perfect. I can just crawl in. Yeah, I'm an inspector. That's what I am. Oh shit, just got raided again. Hold on, let me Let me drop off this package and... Holy shit. Give me just a second. Hey, the real KG, what's up? How are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. You are too kind, my friend. Too kind. Thank you so much for the support, bringing your people on over here. Shout out at the real KG. How was your stream? What were you up to this evening? Welcome everybody from the real KG's stream. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you guys will stick around for a bit. We're just doing some 0 to hero delivery stuff with some looting in order to disassemble components and make extra monies. The verse has been treating me well. Knock on. Oh man, is there any wood in here that I can knock on? Knock on wood. 4.9 when it came was started off rough for me, but once they fixed CIG managed to fix the. I had been having 30,000 error client disconnects basically since the beginning of this year with increasing frequency, and I had tried everything to rectify it without success. And finally, it seems I got a fix in, or it just was ridiculously well timed with me getting a new modem and router. Not sure, but you know, not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. But so far, everything's been stable. But prior to that happening, I got a client disconnect happen early in 4.9 on my main character that coupled with the failure of crash protection. Yet I do like to bring receipts and do research and stuff. It's just the way my brain works. Can't help it.
Let them get away.
I didn't let anyone get away. Don't
What the hell was that?
don't look at me like that. Ah!
Someone wants to toss. Holy shit! They just
Why are you
killed
guys so angry at him?
What's going down? Over here.
Oh,
Need a heal.
need to heal. We're gonna watch this dynamic event
Tire yourself up.
play out.
They shouted like this.
Oh!
Why you hiding?
Did they get him?
Where the hell are they?
Nope. I killed a few security. They're still on the run. Might as well loot them myself. Ooh.
Letting him get away. Gonna find you cover.
Free weapons, free ammo. Hey, no worries. Thanks so much for the raid and the support. Really appreciate it. Real KG. Have a great night. Yeah.
Shit.
I promise to take care of your people. Everybody who just arrived from the Real KG stream, thank you so much for stopping by. Like I said, I am Trio 311. I'm a space dad and a gamer. I'm also a veteran, former infantry marine, and current member of the Idaho Army National Guard. Yep, that was the player running by. Ah! Don't want to get caught in the crossfire. But free components are free. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit any more in. We'll have to do some finagling. Yeah, I got out of the Marines in 2007, and after 4 years active duty, and then I was a filthy, nasty civilian for 10 years. Oh, not quite 10 years before I joined the Guard. I'm a civilian flight paramedic, and so I joined the Guard as a National Guard flight paramedic with a medevac company. I've been doing that ever since on the side. Yep, there's a one of the best things about being a Marine, besides being a Marine, is you don't have to go to other people's boot camp if you go somewhere else. So it worked out pretty well for me. But on that note, I am always raising money for an organization called StackUp.org. StackUp connects gamers or members of the military with video games and gaming communities in order to combat the effects of PTSD and being deployed or stationed overseas. Oh, this goes to a security compound, so it goes somewhere else. Okay. I always joke that this is playing games and hanging out with all you fine folks is part of my therapy. Helps me maintain good mental health, so I'm always supporting Stack Up in their endeavors to take care of people like me and help people like me find what works for them in order to have better mental health and everything that goes with. Let's see. What if I shove this under there? There, that works. Gotta crawl back into my own ship. Is it gonna let me? Nope. Okay. Let's see here. What do we gotta move? We gotta... I don't know if I'm gonna be able to bring this Pontes with me. I really want to, but... Oh! Oops! Ouch. Took a box to the face. Alright. Maybe if we just reorganize things a little bit. I swear I'm not a hoarder. I swear I can stop at any time. Okay? Don't be judgy, people. All right? Don't be judgy. I don't have a problem, okay? This is perfectly normal behavior. Nothing wrong with what I'm doing here. Okay, so I need... It's part of the fun, is trying to figure out how do I fit all this stuff into this tiny little ship that was definitely not meant to carry all this stuff. And it's like, that's a size 3 component. It's freaking huge. It is so huge. And yes, I have another one in here. Don't... What did I say about judging me, people? It's alright, we'll just bring this in here. It'll fit. It's gonna fit. It's gonna fit. This is perfectly safe. Nothing is going to go wrong. I'm sure the ship will not explode around me. Here, what if we just... We'll rotate and then we'll stick it on the bed next to Pico. Come on. What do you mean? Why? What? There we go. Yeah. Right like that. Perfect. Nope. No. Why did you fall off the bed? I need you on the bed. Come on. Come on. There we go. There you go. Stay. Stay. Oh. There we go. There we go. See? It's working. It's working. There we go. Get back up there. Stay. All right. So many coolers. Ice cold. But yeah, if you are interested in learning about Stack Up, you can put ! Stack Up in chat on Twitch. Sorry, YouTube. It'll give you all the links. Perfect. Look it. That's perfect. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do it. And if you're interested in donating to Stack Up, you can put ! charity in chat, and it'll give you the link to my Tiltify or stackup.org. Always appreciate any support you're willing to provide. All right. So we need to go to a security compound, which should be very near. Very close. Oh, wow. That's handy. Oh, and I flew over here without even closing the back hatch, and nothing fell out. That's how good I am. Whoop, whoop. What am I stuck on? Oh, that's what it is. Like I said, that's how good I am. What if there's a fire? Sposha. Hey, Maverick. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Okay. Maverick, don't judge me. Let's see, can I... Just have to... Alright, so I need the copper. We're gonna have to do the math to see how much money I make from disassembling these components and selling the materials. Okay. See how worth it actually was. Oh, oh. There we go. Nope, nope, no. Rotate. Nope, nope. Stop. Not that way. This way. There we go. Perfect. Totally meant to carry all this. I'm sure I'm not putting a ton of extra strain on the engines and the thrusters. Are you rating DCs? Yes, solo rating DCs. Just doing some Zero to Hero content, running some delivery missions, earning my way up to a Drake Clipper is the plan. And because hand mining isn't working, can't sell hand minables or turn in those Shubin contracts, this is what I'm resorting to. Yeah, 2SU is merely a suggestion. It's a guideline, really. Yep, I love looting. I can't help it. I can't help myself. My main is over Nick's, so I've been looting everything with Battaglia's name on it over there. Okay, HDMS Edmund. Track. All right. Okay, put the door up. where is Edmund at? Okay, it's still on Hurston. Just on the other side, it would seem. I've got airbags. Yeah. Obviously, this will be a lot easier once I have a clipper and I go from 10 SCU to 12 in a much larger hold. Zero to Midland, I want to say it was 3.3, 3.5 mil. Maybe I'm wrong. I looked it up at one point and I already forgot. I just know that I've got a long ways to go, so I'm not too worried about it. My goal is to make 4 million, and I'm pretty sure at that point I will have enough to get a clipper with room to spare. And at that point, I think my character will migrate to relocate to Pyro for a while. We'll see. Oh, and while I'm here at Edmund, I can do some more looting. I need to re-zero my sticks. I've got a little bit of left pull in my right stick. Left, yaw, if I remember my terminology correctly. I have just over a mil since the Great Wipe. And I haven't spent a lot. I've bought a fabricator and a geo. But those are the only things I've bought in-game so far on my Zero to Hero. I try to avoid... Ooh, someone left there. I've had really great luck with looting people's abandoned ships. So we'll take a quick peek-see to see if anybody left anything aboard. Yeah, we have the, I think it's fair to call them inadvertent UEC sinks. Unintended. I mean, you can see why, why they're there, but obviously it's like, yeah, that's not what that's not the intent of the game, is it? To be losing ships constantly. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna push you up in there because I don't want somebody to come along and... Nope. Crazy when you doing Zero to Hero and you're playing with a cutter, you land and you're like, oh, look at that cute little guy, and then there's that behemoth over there. I do like that paint though. It's not a huge upgrade, but I mean, going from the cutter to the clipper, like, you've got, 10 more SCU of storage, a med bed, a fabric, it will have it has a fabricator, it just doesn't work yet, but, ooh, those are neat looking. Justified. Oh, I forgot to empty out my pockets. Let's go do that, and then we'll loot this place. Yeah, I'm very hopeful that the onboard fabricators will start working soon. I hope that is something that they can get into the game without too much trouble. So store. All right, and stack. Store that. These things for now. Plus, it's got a lot more firepower, I believe the range is... You've got better range on the Clipper than even on the Rambler, which has the extended fuel tanks. Which is why I went with the Ramblers, the extended fuel tanks and the suit locker. The other thing is I think suit lockers are coming this year, hopefully with Starware. And doesn't the the Clipper have a suit locker? Rambler is longer than the Clipper, you think, in 410? Yeah, they have been making a whole bunch of changes, which I'm totally here for. I'm absolutely here for. I yeah, there's gonna be a lot of balance changes. But I'm here for neutering range and making all that more believable, especially because we have refueling, and I don't know about everybody else, but it is working. It has worked exceedingly reliably for me. We just went in that one, so now we need to check this one. And after we finish looting this spot, we're going to go back to the station that I call home. And disassemble and sell stuff. See how much money that nets me. Ooh, strata legs. I do like the amber strata set. I just found a Panacea Med Gel pack. Those, yeah, seeing those in the loot table, I mean, that's like striking it gold. Those things are A, worth money, and B, you don't see them very often. Did I already check this one? I did. Okay. Yeah, they are in the loot tables. I don't remember, Zero to Midland, where, like, because things are location specific, and I don't remember what locations or regions are. Oh, look. Here is a player. Somebody is home. I guess I will not be going aboard their ironclad. Alright, well, we have done what we came here to do. Oh, you found it in the office. Wow, okay. That's really rare to find that sort of thing there. I wonder what the actual chance is of that happening. Back to Green Glade. I just have I can't help myself. I like free stuff. And it'll be even more rewarding once those boxes, like, there's keys or keypads, or you can hack them or cut them, like there's gameplay rather than just pressing F to open, but... Whoops. Did I do that? 'Cause that's what I want. You gotta sneak into a room, you gotta find the key code, you gotta hack your way through the door, or whatever, or you're through the lock on the box, you can cut it open. Because I don't have all crafted stuff. Because I definitely don't get to play that much. Nor is it useful for me to craft stuff. Like, it's like, yeah, it gives you benefits, but I don't really need it doing PvE. You know, I could see where having the competitive edge makes a difference, in PvP and stuff, but, I never have an issue in the PvE environment, but I also don't play solo. When it comes to combat stuff, I almost never play solo. I should eventually get it more into crafting and stuff. It's not my loop. Not, plus I'm just really not into mining, and that's how you have to get the stuff. Once I can get stuff on the market and I can exchange it for things of value that I find, then I'll be more interested. But I'm more of the, I will go fetch the things for you, I will earn the blueprints for you, do that sort of thing than I am I'm gonna just mine all day in order to hopefully get high quality materials. Not for me. To each their own, though. Get nice and close. Oop. Come on, get out of the way. Get out of my ship. Whoops. Whoop. Yeah. Wait a minute. How on earth does that cutter weigh that much? Oh. Like a glove. Perfect. Stay right there. Don't move. Okay, so let's put these in there. I'm gonna save those because they potentially valuable. I'll grab this other Pico ball. Save that as well. Yeah, all in weight. And then let's open this. Put all that in there. Have the first ingredient, yep. We're just gonna we're gonna grind for the stuff that I need for the Polaris. We're gonna skip the Clipper and any other ships on the way there. We're just going straight from Cutter to Polaris. Wonder how long that would take. Okay. All right, so we are at 1.22 mil. Before we go sell stuff off and see how much money we make on that, let's hydrate. Let's see. Oh, I snagged a Patambu. Oh well. I'll get that out of the inventory. Moon boosting. Sure, I'll carry one of those. Oops. And drink some water. Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. I think Zero to Benlin. I think my mom's medical issues require tier 1 bed. Otherwise, we would have gotten out of the city, you know, and away from Art Core and all that. But she's got to be near a major hospital. You know, it's frustrating. All right. Oh. What was the other thing I was gonna... Okay. Yep. Did I leave that gun in here? I did not. Let's go... Okay. Yeah, Danger, but when you show up to Christmas and Mom sees that you have a Polaris, what nefarious things have you been getting into? Your father would be so disappointed. There's no way you did, you know, you were doing good legal work if you somehow managed to secure a Polaris.
Hey there.
Hey there. What of a universe that would be a Galaxy class and a CR-90 Corvette meeting in space. Yeah, once I finally got the... yeah, I know what you're talking about. I kid you not, though, that light kit was a pain in the ass to get in there. Oh my god, it was so much work. And not only was it a pain in the ass because you have to, like, disassemble a whole bunch of stuff to add in the lights and all the wires and everything, but then when I finally got it done, the lights on right here and the Bassard on the front, the red ones, didn't work. Those two strips didn't work. So I had to have them send new ones and replace it, which was a pain in the butt. And after all that, like, I had initially been wanting to get a light kit for the CR90 for the Tantive 4, and now I'm like, oh. Yeah, I really love the way it looks, you know, and you know, the camera probably doesn't do it justice, but that thing, it's a little, it spins. It's a little rotating light. It's like a little, and these ones blink on the corners. There's a red one that blinks over there, and then there's a little remote. So you can change the mode and the frequency with which it changes. So the nacelles will fade in and out, and they, you know, the oval, so you can speed it up so it like blinks. But these alternate with the deflector dish. You can't see it, but it's right there. I pre-ordered the bridge that they just announced for TOS, the TOS bridge, Enterprise bridge, and it's not in here, but I have to build BB-8, but I also have R2-D2 that I need to build, and so I think I'm going to move the bots up to the top, the droids up to the top, and put the bridge up there. But yeah, I love those. It's those are, I have an AT-ST as well. Oh crap. I'm having a stroke. The two-legged one. That I need to put back together. But then most of my Lego is castle, and then I've got a whole bunch of old pirate stuff that I need to rebuild from when I was a kid. Alright, so we're at 1.22 mil. Yeah, definitely officially, you know, space nerds. And the cool thing is that light kit was only like, gosh, it was like $70. Which light blinks on Chakotay is the main character. ATST, thank you, yes. Yeah, I think...
Part of the crew.
Hey, thanks so much for the follow, really appreciate it.
Part of the crew, part of the
Steady,
ship.
man.
Part of the crew, part of the ship.
Oh. I can't sell it here? How dare. Oh. It worked? How did it work? So a lot of the stuff I can't sell. Okay. Not much in demand here, so I'm gonna have to move some stuff. Okay, let's... Well, let me sell the barrel. That's crazy because it hasn't been letting me sell hand minables. Ooh. Interesting. See, that's weird. Why is it giving some this arrow to me for some of them and not for others? I don't understand. So I've got 3 SC of titanium, 1 of gold, 3 of borays, and 1 of tungsten, 3 of pressurized ice. Okay. Main character energy. Hey, Captain No Pants 07, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, like I go back and forth. So this light kit is from, I think it's Leylight Go is how you say it. LElightGO.com. And I think they had one for the Tantive 4 and I don't remember. So maybe I'll look into it. But I bought that one because the light kit, the way it looks, was the best looking one in my opinion that wasn't like over $200. Some of them are silly expensive. All right, so I can't sell much of the stuff that I have here. And I don't have enough storage space to be able to move much of it at a time. So we'll have to hold on to it and we'll move it at a later date. But we made a little bit of extra money. And we can sell that stuff at another time and make even more money. Oh shit, it's already 11:30. My goodness. I did not realize how late it was. Alright, it is my bedtime. So, let's... I don't think there's anything else we need to do. Time is relevant. There's only Star Citizen. Yeah, I wish. I'm... I don't know if you saw on the tags for the stream, but I'm a space dad, and I have 3 kids, 4 and under. My 4-year-old son goes to preschool, but the twins are 2, and they stay home with me all day, and so I've got another busy day being a space dad tomorrow. So I'm going to have to call it a night. Gosh, I thought it wasn't that late. It's 7:30 a.m. You can carry on a bit. Required rest. Yep. Impromptu streamathon. Oh god. Dude, because one thing I do is I watch a good amount of Twitch just because I can do that while the kids are playing on the floor, while I'm folding laundry, mopping, cooking, doing dishes. I just have it on in the background, and the kids actually like they'll sit there and watch a lot of the people that I watch play. And with the Twitch drops and how many people have been watching, there's a lot of people coming back and everything, and seeing how much Space Tomato and Zero State and Detox and Astropub have been streaming, it's like, you guys are insane. Even if I didn't have small kids I have to take care of. Tomorrow's lesson, laser sword compact, legally extinct. That would be fun. I do want to get those foam ones that light up, and they make the note. That would be a lot of fun. 5:30 p.m. Tuesday here. Where are you at, Maverick? Are you over in Hawaii? Is that the time difference? Wait, no. 5:30. Oh no, that's a whole nother day. You're on the complete New Zealand. Holy crap! Yeah, I've never been to New Zealand. Only Australia. I've always wanted to go to New Zealand. But yeah, let's go ahead and find someone to raid, because we have been so fortunate this evening. We got raided by the Real KG and Netherlands. Oh man, what time is it in the Netherlands? But we got rated by 2 different folks, brought in a whole bunch of people to the stream. Really appreciate all you guys being here and hanging out. I hope you've enjoyed the content. I will be back on Wednesday night, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. I live in the Rockies, live in Boise, Idaho. So again, Wednesday night, probably not Friday night because it's a drill weekend this Saturday, so I'll have to be up early. But I am planning on doing the next episode of the Pathfinders podcast on Saturday night. That'll be at 8 p.m. I'll see if my wife will let me start earlier. Mountain, 10 p.m. Eastern. Going to go over the monthly report, the latest roadmap roundup, but I've also got a segment on how Squadron 42 is not slowing down Star Citizen's development. Yeah, going to be real spicy. We're going to take a look at that stuff. So let's find someone to raid and pay the love forward that we have received so much of this evening. And of course, I always am happy to take suggestions because a lot of the people that I follow and watch are not online. Oh. Let's, Captain Foxy has a lot of people. SC Allers has 49 viewers. Yeah, they are fighting words, and that's I love the spicy takes. Yeah. But let's raid SC Hollers, also a fellow veteran, disabled veteran. Oh, he's playing Tarkov. Are you guys okay with going to watch SC Hollers play some Tarkov?
Part of the crew.
Tell you what.
Part of the ship. Part of the crew.
Thanks
part
very
of
much
the
for the
ship.
follow. We'll
Part of the
stick
crew,
to
part of the
SC.
man. Part of the crew, part of the ship.
Who's streaming SC? Dang it. Oh, Foxy Loxy is playing. Here, we'll raid Foxy. We'll raid Foxy. Well, yeah, and I enjoy Foxy Loxy's content. I enjoy what they do. I appreciate all the work they put into it. So let's raid Foxy, show them some love. And again, I really appreciate you guys. Hope you had a good evening. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks again for the raids. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Rating now. Cheers. Goodbye.